Good morning, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Thursday, December 4th, 2014, around 7:15 in the morning in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's going to be a nice and sunny day. High is going to be about 40 or so, and it's supposed to be cooler tomorrow and some rain showers on Saturday and stuff. Maybe an important storm on Monday. Some news to report. The Boston Celtics beat Detroit Pistons in overtime by the score of 109-102, ending their losing streak. Also, the Philadelphia 76ers finally won a game. Whoopee! And the UMass Lowell Riverhawks hockey team beat UConn by a score of 6-4 last night at Songus Arena. It was the first hockey game between Riverhawks and the Huskies of UConn and stuff like that. It was a pretty good game, I think. And that's about it on that. My first subject of the day is the top 10 players in Florida Marlins that last Miami Marlins history. The Marlins have been in existence since 1993, and they've had not too much success. They've mostly had losing records. They've had a few winning records. The only time they made the playoffs was 1997, 2003, and both times they won the World Series as a wild card team. They never won the National League East yet, but they're building on something very special in Florida and Miami. Maybe they'll be contenders in 2015. And now here's the top 10 greatest players in Marlins history. Number 10 on the all-time list is Gary Sheffield. Gary Sheffield was an outfielder. He played parts of 6 seasons with the Marlins, 288 average, 122 home runs, 380 RBIs, 538 hits. He was an all-star a couple of times with the Marlins. He was on part of their 1997 World Series team. He comes in at number 10. Number 9 on the all-time list is first baseman Derek Lee. Derek played for the Marlins for parts of 8 years, 264 average, 129 home runs, 417 RBIs, 746 hits. He comes in at number 9. Number 8 on the all-time list of greatest Marlins players of all time, shortstop Hanley Ramirez. He played for the Marlins from 2006 to 2012. 300 career average, 148 home runs, 482 RBIs, and 1,103 hits. He was a great player for the Marlins. He was a consistent all-star and stuff, and he got traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2012. Number 7 on the all-time list of greatest Marlins players of all time, shortstop Edgar Renteria. He only played for 3 seasons with the Marlins, 288 career average, 12 home runs, 114 RBIs, 450 hits. His famous Marlin moment was hitting that hit that won the 1997 World Series. He comes in at number 7. Number 6 on the all-time list of greatest Marlins players of all time, Mike Lowell. He was a third baseman, played for them for parts of 7 years, 272 career average with the Marlins, 143 home runs, 578 RBIs, 965 bases. He was traded with him and Josh Backer to the Red Sox for Hanley Ramirez and Anibal Sanchez in 2005. He comes in at number 6. Number 5 on the all-time list of greatest Marlins players, Mr. Marlin himself, Jeff Conine. 290 career average, 120 home runs, 553 RBIs, and 1,005 hits. He was the only Marlins player to play in the 1997 and 2003 All-Star team. He had a couple of stints of duty with the Marlins. I think he retired as a Marlin. I'm surprised the Marlins haven't retired his number yet. Comes in at number 5. Number 4 on the all-time list of greatest Marlins players of all time, Miguel Cabrera. Miguel played for the Marlins for parts of 4 seasons. He was a third baseman, outfielder. 313 career average with the Marlins, 138 home runs, 523 RBIs, and 842 hits. He comes in at number 4. Number 3 on the all-time list of greatest Marlins players of all time, second baseman Luis Castillo. He's played for the Marlins for many years. He had a 35-game hitting streak in a Marlins uniform in 2002, 293 career average, 20 home runs, 271 RBIs, 1,273 hits, and a member of the Marlins. He comes in at number 3. Number 2 on the all-time list of greatest Marlins players of all time. Dan Uggla, second baseman. 263 career average with the Marlins. 154 home runs, 465 RBIs, and 771 hits. He comes in at number 2. And the number 1 greatest Florida Marlins / Miami Marlin player of all time, Giancarlo Stanton. Outfielder, 271 career average with the Marlins, 154 home runs, 369 RBIs, and 619 hits. Long-term contract this Marlins gave Stanton to be a cornerstone for their franchise, and I think they're going to do good with him. I think he's going to be one of the best players in the National League for the next few years. Maybe he'll win some MVP awards. And I hope the Marlins never get rid of him. But with their history, never say never. And that's about it on that. Be back later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. 2 more video blogs about the Andre the Giant, Big John Studd feud in the WWE back in the 80s. And the person I profile tonight is about Kenny the Jet Smith. Don't forget, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Coming soon to these video blogs in the next few weeks will be blogs about the top 10 pitchers and Miami Marlins history and the top 10 players of Tampa Bay Rays, players and pitchers in their history. Also, blogs about Julie Broughton, Local 6. She's definitely going to get one soon. Julie has a great smile, nice legs. Heidi Lee Pratt. Santa Claus is coming to town. Frosty the Snowman. Charlie Brown Christmas. And many, many others. See you later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye now.